Yeah, Roop, let me the pivot this morning is going to be 39.31. Support down here 21.11, 39.01, 38.97, 87 and 78. We've got resistance at 43, 53, uh, 61, 72, and 81. I'll get these typed up here in a second. Here, I like too many spots in here. I like that 25. But it was real close to our pivot, and I didn't throw it in there because I also had a 21 in there. All right, let me see if I can get some of this stuff typed up here real quick. Uh, well, if you took the 25, you got paid off. I hadn't even checked to see if there's going to be any news out. I have no idea. I'm running behind this morning, as you can tell. Trophy. Here we go. Okay, if you look in the chat, the number should be posted in the chat there. Anybody has any problems? All right, let's see what we're gonna do with our 21 now. check our news out. We had a lot of export sales. The only thing I'm showing is at 9:30 we got natural gas, and at 10:30 we got the bill auction. Other than that, I'm not showing any major news. I'm looking to get back to 36, 37 area. I'm going to run into a little resistance up here at the blue band. There we go. Yesterday, the numbers, the areas worked, except you had to have a bigger stop. So today I widened things out a little bit, went either above or below where I thought this market should go to. So if it's a calm market, we're going to be short. If it's we're at 2651 right now on the VIX. So with the extra volatility in there, that may not be a bad thing. I'm assuming Saul's going to be back tomorrow. They are stuck, aren't they? Brad, can you refresh Saul's charts? There you go, Chad. They're up and running now. I think they kind of look like mine anyway. I don't know why today seems like a Friday. We're coming back to our pivot. I have no idea where we're going to go from here. my little run was from, that 25 area back up to that 37 area. Isn't that the truth? Well, it's kind of better not to have an opinion. It's just kind of like, okay, let's see what it's going to do, where it's going to go, how we can trade it. I see a price action play coming up. If we get to 35.75, but it's going to have to do it real quick. If it doesn't, then this is void, and it's fixing to be void. It's the same thing, kind of like it did yesterday. It went down and it went back up, then it started down. All our markets this morning, all three of them are all red. We're coming back to our pivot. We've traded on both sides of this critter. I'm not showing that. Uh, are you using the FX website there, Pat? Like I say, normally I don't keep track of the news, so back to our pivot. Okay, the Forex Factory, yeah. Usually when I'm in the room, somebody's always talking about the news, so I don't really pay much attention to it. I know it's there. If we can get to that 75, I want to be long one. I am long one. Let's see what it's going to do now. I'll tell you what, it didn't like it there much, did it? Hmm. Okay, Lord, we just the pivot. We have pivot players in here that they like to pivot. We call it a pivot trade or the pivot trade. Uh, And we have people that trade the blue band, and then we trade our levels. I will post the levels in the room again in case anybody didn't get them. These are areas we expect the market to bounce off of, and we are here to scalp the market. Uh, and so we, excuse me, I'm dialing in here, trying to figure out what we're going to do next. Uh, we just trade these levels, and if you taken Saul's course and you know how to trade the pivot, or you know how to trade a pivot, then it's there for you. Uh, I'm not a pivot trader. I use it kind of as a reference point. Uh, we're almost to 27 on the VIX. It's 2672. With this volatility is going to be up today. So you're going to have to put your stops. If you're going to trade, you're going to have bigger stops. Yeah, the first 15, I say the first 30 minutes, really, there's a lot of volatility in the market. These are big 5 minute bars. Uh, they're 10-point bars, 8, 9, 10 points. And so, yeah, It's tough to trade them. We're coming back up to our blue band. We're coming back up to our pivot area. If you sold the pivot, you're doing okay. Okay. Coming down to our 21. We got down to 23 and change. Matching that. Good morning, Frank. Here, I'll post the numbers in the chat for you. No problem. Coming back up to our pivot again, or toward it anyway. We got a lot of crud right there at the 31 area. If we can get to 32, 33, we should see that 35, 36 area again. Oh, we were sitting there bouncing off the blue band. Came back to the pivot, the blue band, and stopped. And we're going to make another run at that blue band. Here we go. Get on up there. And we made it up to 33. That's what we're looking for. Man, whatever the number was, they just all over the place. We've come down pretty close to that 21. May want to be careful with it. Use the other side of it, maybe. Isn't that amazing? It's better than it expected, and the market tanks. Let's see. Tuesday, the pivot was 40.43. And here we are, well over 100 points down. We spent too much time up there. The 16 was not a bad, even the 18 was not a bad area for a scalp. Yeah, we hadn't been down here in a while. And a downside target the other day of 39.23, and we've hit all of that. some of the talking heads are claiming that we're going to come all the way down and retest that 36 down in the bottom. And they might do that. I have no idea. We're coming back up into our 21 area. This market is moving. This, if you're going to trade it, you're going to have big stops, and sometimes it's better just to sit on the sideline than it is to get hit several times. Of course, if you're in the right direction, you make a lot of money pretty quick. But it hurts when you're wrong. Let's see, where did this thing go? And I'm seeing above 21, we should see 23. 23, 26, 28 area. I need one of those indicators that tell me only trade this direction today, no other direction. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. You get to 22, I'll consider a long position for a short duration. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. And it's my understanding Saul will be back tomorrow if he didn't get back sometime today. Oh, I know I'll be glad to have him back. One would think that a better than expected number, this market would go up instead of down like this. But so much for logic. Yeah, they are in a selling mode, that's for sure. Yeah, we're coming down to our 11 area. Yeah, we got down to 1175 and bounced. Go figure. We still got time to get down there in this bar. We ought to go retest that low again. Yep. Come on down. There we go. if you were able to get in on that first round to it, you got paid off. Yeah, it did that. I'm going to chew around in this 11 range a little bit, I guess. Well, if you got bought the 11 straight up or the other side of them, if you bought the other side of them, you got paid off a little bit more. If you got the 11s, it gave you time to get out of them. Uh, if we can get above a 1375, then this thing we should see 17. Well, have a good one. Philip, you're more than welcome. Oh, come on. One more tick. There we go. Well, if you held your 11s, you got made a little money out of them. I got to be nuts. I bought the 11 again just for a quick scalp. And bonds look pretty wild, don't they? Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now our 11's paid off. Come on, 1675. There we go. I don't have a runner on. That was just the one lot. We've got a little resistance back up there at the 21 area. We have to get to 22 to. It's going to stop at the 21 a little bit, I think. We got to the 21. We backs down to the 1850 area. There's our 22 to go long. We know we're already at the 25. 26. Coming up to a blue band is 26, 27 area. Yeah, it was a nice little breakout trade. Yeah, if they bring it all the way back down to 18. I hope they don't. I hope they just keep hammering that blue band and get on through it. Well, if you were able to stay long from the 11, you pat yourself on the back. And we're coming back up into that 25, 26 area. We've got resistance up here at 27. Got a blue band coming into it. We're coming back up to our pivot area. We got up close to the pivot and stopped. Go figure that out. We're going to have to get back above 29 for me to get excited about this thing. Really, I'd like to see back above 30. And we trade back around that 25 area. Yeah, we came down to our 21 and bounced off of it. I was in hopes that we'd go down to that 18 area. To say the least, it's been an interesting morning. Let's see. Yeah, we're coming back into our 11 area. We've taken it once. We won't take it again. You can, but the probabilities of it going kind of risk factor gets kind of high at that area. I'm looking for a space right now that just, if I bought one right now, it'd just be, you got to buy the 13s. It's, put your stop down there below 11 and see what happens. Uh, I don't particularly like it that much. I should have been buying it at 11 or 12. Uh, uh, didn't do it. All right, the next level below 11 is going to be 3901. And 3900 should be a pretty good psychological spot in there. And again, it just may just blow right on through it. Who knows? But we don't know. That's why we put the net there in case we fall off. We'll have something to land in. It's almost like they don't really want to take it. They'll send it down a little bit, then they'll send it back up, and then they'll send it down a little bit more. It's it's not out of control. It's just got a volatility. We're up to a 27 VIX now. We've got a little bit of resistance or support here at the 6 area. I mean, if you take the 5 or 6, then you know, just it would be a quick scalp. Six should yield about an 8. It did. That's what I mean by a quick scalp. Your order sitting there, you got filled, targets there, you got out, you made your 2 points. It was a price action play. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. I am in the background back here. If anybody needs anything, I'm watching it like y'all are. Uh, we didn't get down to the 3901. I took the '06 and an '05 scalp, and we're back up to the 11 area. Twelve monitors. I find that I'm watching one monitor, and I've got it split up into two charts, and I can't imagine watching 12. This My brain won't handle it. Oh, I used to thought more monitors was a better way, but I think I've changed away from that thought process. But I'll look at it after a while there. I bet you that cost a pretty penny. That's not a trading computer place, is it? It. I guess around here, if we can build it, we build it. I bail off into so much stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm willing to try. I guess since laptops and now they have these new Surface Pros, and I mean they're little bitty things, and weigh 3 pounds, and I guess everybody likes that. I mean, I can't, my eyes aren't what they used to be, so it's hard for me to see those little bitty screens. And with 24-inch monitors, you can open them up and really see what's going on. And for me and my eyesight, I'm don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking what somebody else does. It just if it fits them and they like it and they're comfortable with it, hey, I'm all for it. Uh, the disadvantage to mine is I have to come to this one central location to be able. I've got a laptop and I will trade off of it from time to time, especially at night at the house. Uh, but for the most part, I'm here at the farm every day anyway, so this is not a big inconvenience. And if I was doing it at the house, I'd have me a dedicated spot at the house. You got to admit, when you trade for a living, you don't really have a whole lot of overhead. I mean, you got a computer and an internet access, and that's about it. You get mad at your employees that day, shut that computer off. But I can tell you this is you need to take a break from it. You need to. Don't get me wrong, I really like the trading part of it. But even after a while, I gotta stop and shut down for a couple of days and go do something else and forget about it. Yeah, that's true. If you trade, you never have to commute. That's for sure. What one might call this is a green business. We're not out there polluting the atmosphere with our vehicles running up and down the roads going to and from work. Except me, I'm coming to the farm, so it doesn't make any difference. But even staying home all the time, just I guess that's why I enjoy the room because you come in and Saul's talking and you can. I mean, if you don't ask questions, uh, he'll answer what he can without giving away his teaching program part of it. But he's usually pretty free with the information, and he's got a lot of experience and knowledge, and so it's just it's a great resources for y'all. So I would say, hey, when he comes back and uh, if you got questions, ask him. If people say, well, I hate to ask this dumb questions, I don't know about y'all, but I had to start at the beginning when I started this mess. I didn't know what an ES was. So, I mean, as dumb as it sounds, we all got to start somewhere. We didn't pop out of the womb knowing how to walk. It's a small, I call it a farm because we were in the greenhouse business and we had greenhouses out here. But I've only got like 20 acres. But I don't farm anymore. We bale hay and feed cows and stuff like that, but for the neighbors, but I don't. And now the greenhouses are still tore up from the hurricanes. There is so many little bitty levels in between in a daily area that you can scalp little bits and pieces here and there. Uh, I was born and raised in this part of the world. I don't know that I could stand the cold in Nebraska. Saul seems to do all right in it. I guess it's everything if you get used to it. But you have to realize that I've been doing this a while. I don't even know how long I've been doing it, 15, 16, 17 years, something like that. And I'm still making a lot of the same stupid mistakes I did before. So I'm telling you, don't do that. That's just you just find an uphill battle. Just don't make the mistakes. Figure out how not to make them. And one of the good ways not to make them is I get carried away. I will trade this 6 level for a couple of points. I will trade that 5 level for a couple of points. And I'll put a 3 or 4 point stop on it. And most of the time, I get away with it. And but when I don't get away with it, you got to just cowboy up, get stopped out, and wait for the next area. We're at 10 o'clock. We have to wait and see what Europe's going to do. Are they going to get out of their if they're short? Are they going to get out of their short positions? Are they going to hold them overnight? Keep trading? I have no idea. Usually, sometime around now, we see a little gyration in the market between 10 and 10:30. We've got a little support at that 03. Not much, but some. Got down to 350 and bounced off of it. Yes, down 47, 48 points. But whatever you do, just, you're in this room. So let's see, 26. Should go to 15. Matter of fact, it ought to go to 16. 1650 to be exact. Now, whether it does that or not, I don't know. We know that we've got a little bit of resistance up there at the 13 13, 14, and 16 areas. So we hit the 13 and backed off of it a little bit more. Are we going to come back down to the 08, then go up, or are we going to go up, then come back to the 08? I have no idea. There's no place to get long or short in this thing. You should have been long at 10. There's a 16. 16, come on, 1650. There we go. Now I have no idea where we're going from here. We're going up to the blue band. We got some resistance at the 20 area. Got to 1975 and stopped. If we break this blue band this round, we could see this thing test at 31 again. Yep, that blue band, it's it's tough not to use that trade. It's just now there does become a time, and you know, it's like all these trades. We don't know if they're going to work or not. Sometimes they hit and they run through a ways, but then they come back and test it. Usually gives you an out. Uh, but after you, let's put it this way, I'd have been iffy on this trade here to take the blue band trade, even though it did work. You just have to say, okay, we're back to the blue band, take it and make your money and put your stop on the other side of it. And but sometimes, the first time or two back to it, and I guess you could say this is really the second time black to it since we got through all that congestion up there. Uh, it worked. And it's usually good for 2, 3, 4 points and get out. And if your order was sitting right there at that 1920 area and you got filled, your stop could have been right at 21. So, you went from 19 down to what, 1450 area. So, it did that like in a minute. Just bam, made your money, got out. Yeah, well, we're there. It's at a pretty steep angle today. but it does work. And then you see a few trades that you're doing before you even got into this saws course, and they're still working. And so there's nothing wrong with using some of yours, some of Saul's, the levels, the blue bands, the pivots. This, you can mix and match them. You get you about 3 or 4 trades that you like to do, and just do them. And you do them day in and day out, and then you start getting better at it. And the ones that aren't working, you kind of go back and analyze it. Okay, what was it that I missed? Why didn't they work? Why didn't they do this? And then it all starts to unfold then. That there'll be a lot of days it just kind of rocks along and I'll forget about something. We're back to the 21 area. Imagine that. I got 21 and I've got another about, I got 25, 26. And again at about 29 to 31. But yeah, by all means, if you got questions, feel free to ask. Just, if he can answer them, he'll be more than happy to answer them. But you pay to be in this room, you might as well gain something beside the levels out of it. Just he's a walking encyclopedia for all of his years of on the floor and stuff. It just I look at over there at the bond chart and I'm going, it makes no sense to me. I have no idea when. Some days it goes with it, some days we go against it. Just at what 10:30 we come out with the bill auctions. Now, is that going to affect the ES? Well, it might in a day or so, but I have no idea what it's going to do right now. Trying to think, was it 9:30 or 10:30? Yeah, the at 10:30. Not only that, questions make the day go by so much faster. And I know that, I my goal would be to be as good as Saul on the numbers, and I don't feel like I'm there. Uh, I can get real close to what he's doing. Don't get me wrong. Uh, and some of this is a feeling, I guess you might say. It's intuition. this market's going to fall. So maybe we need to be on the other side of this area instead of on the top side. Uh, Stuff like that. And, but for me, having to come in and sit down and come up with these numbers every day, it does two things. It builds confidence in the numbers because you get to see, and not only that, I can do it. I don't mind doing it. But on the other hand, I hate doing it. And the reason that I don't like the hate part of it is look, I don't want anybody to lose money on my numbers. I want everybody to be making money. But I know that that's an unrealistic figure out there. So I'm trying to give you the best areas that if you're going to lose money, I'm going to lose money. If you're going to make money, I'm going to make money. And so we're all in this boat together. And that's the basic, that's the part that I don't like about, I hate it. It bothers me that we got run over the other day, but those areas that I gave you were good areas. I mean, it just, the market had a lot of steam and it was selling off so you and myself and everybody else out here, just they need to realize that, look, okay, this thing's got a lot of momentum to the downside. Maybe I'll just sit back and I'll trade for until we get down 2 or 3 levels. And if I miss the trade, that's okay. But me, I'm taking them because I've learned. In there again, it's I believe in the numbers. The numbers, if you pick and choose, you're liable to pick the losers and lose the winners. And that's the hard part. Now, if you're good at picking the winners and leaving the losers, then hey, I want to get with you because I can't do that. But but if you just take the trades, and if you have 2 or 3 losers in a row, quit for a while or quit for that day. What day was it that we had? I guess it was Tuesday. We had. I was looking to see. Oh, it was Tuesday. We got run over at the 16, and the 94, and the 77. If you got a 5-point stop in there, that's 15 points. And I don't like losing 15 points. I can't speak for everybody, but this fella just doesn't like it at all. Now, I turned around and took that 68, and whatever I lost, I made back and more. So it doesn't always work that way. Some days you just you're out. That's just the way it is. But by all means, when he comes in tomorrow or Monday or whenever he's getting back, just feel free to ask him questions. I've been real fortunate that I've got to visit with a lot of his students, and I'm real cautious on what it's not that I'm trying to hold information back. It's just that I'm trying to not give you my bad habits. And so if I can do that, then because if you can get away from my bad habits, you're ahead of the game already. And basically the only thing we're doing is we're trading the levels, and sometimes we have to wait. And but there's been a lot of trades today, up and down. When I go back and I look at usually about 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock, even after the day is over, and even into the night, I can go back and look at these numbers and see how the market responded around them. And you see, that was pretty good level. It got to it, it went a little past it, but it's okay that it's an area, and then it reversed off of it. It did this, it did that. It's like the 11s, like the 21. It was just they were all good levels. So it helps me to understand that, look, the areas that I'm giving you are good areas. It's just now the market, you think about it, before 8:30 or right at 8:30, we're giving you areas to out there in the middle of nowhere that this thing's going to react from. And you go back to yesterday and write the numbers down, and then go back and draw the horizontal lines across your chart. Then go back and look at your chart and see how it worked off of them. You'll find that they work pretty good. Yes, we get blown through, but for the most part, they do real well. Guys, we are coming into 10:30. We have traded all the way down to what, 39.03, at 39.01 this morning. I believe if we break through the 3,900, we might fall fairly fast down into the 38.75 range. I know this is a holiday weekend. For some reason, they hate to go into a holiday weekend with the market looking bad. It makes for a bad. And I have no idea if the market's going to be even open Monday. I doubt it. I hadn't looked at the calendar to see. The 19th of July. Yeah. We opened up there the week at 40.24, and I'm sitting down there looking at that target down at 39.23, and I'm thinking, nah, we're not going to go down there this week. Sure enough,